The Lagos State government strengthens efforts to combat hepatitis amid rising prevalence. Federal government reverses merger of technical colleges. On a point in Kenya, police uses tear gas to clear protesters in Nairobi. And in sports, tennis star Rafael Nadal announces withdrawal from 2024 US Open. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. The Lagos State government has taken significant strides in the fight against hepatitis, launching comprehensive initiatives to curb the spread of the virus. Speaking at a symposium to mark the World Hepatitis Day in Lagos, the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Health, Olusegun Ogboye, outlined the state's efforts, including subsidized hepatitis C testing, vaccination of residents, and extensive community outreach programs aimed at reducing the disease's impact on the population. Ogboye emphasized that the fight against viral hepatitis must be intensified to address the 2024 World Health Organization Global Hepatitis Reports, which indicate that deaths resulting from viral hepatitis have become the second leading cause of death, with about 1.3 million deaths annually, which is globally 100 times more than HIV/AIDS. Explaining the significant steps taken by the state government towards mitigating hepatitis, the Permanent Secretary said the state launched the Hepatitis Control Program in 2017 with a dedicated budget line. Ogboye said the state government has provided access to hepatitis C viral load testing at subsidized prices, stressing that 435 hepatitis C viral load tests have been performed. He added that the state government has also screened and vaccinated about 5,000 individuals, primary health workers across the state. The Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA, says the fire at the Mobile filling station, Allen Roundabout, near Airport Hotel, has been extinguished and all safety precautions have been implemented to secure the 2 LPG gas cylinder trucks from any further incidents. Head LASEMA Public Affairs Unit, Nusa Okumbo, in a statement, said the damage occurred to the 8-ton LPG gas cylinder truck while gas was being dispensed to customers, causing the gas to escape rapidly before bursting into flames. He said the agency's response team, along with the Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service, National Emergency Management Agency, Lagos State Building Control Agency, Lagos State Neighborhood Safety Corps, Federal Road Safety Corps, Lagos State Ambulance Service, and the Nigerian Police Force were involved in further response and investigations. The Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, and the Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, have agreed to strengthen partnership in managing traffic across Lagos State. LASMA's General Manager Olalekan Bakarioki stated this during a courtesy visit by the FRSC Zonal Commanding Officer Jonathan Owadi and his team to LASMA headquarters in Oshodi, Lagos. Bakarioki welcomed the initiative and reiterated LASMA's full commitment to collaborating with the FRSC on traffic decongestion, public enlightenment, and the enforcement of traffic regulations. He expressed confidence that the partnership will bring about positive outcomes for road users in Lagos. In his address, FRSC Zonal Commander Jonathan Owadi emphasized that the FRSC remains Nigeria's leading agency in road traffic management and safety administration, with a strong commitment to eradicating road traffic crashes and creating safe motoring environment. He also called for a special public enlightenment campaign to educate motorists on the importance of various road signs. And now to the rest of the stories. The federal government has announced plans to review the merger of federal technical colleges and science schools in the country to unbundle them. Minister of Education Tahir Maman said this at a stakeholders meeting on the challenges and issues affecting technical colleges in the country. Maman expressed displeasure over the merging of technical colleges with colleges of science, saying it eroded the gains of establishing technical colleges across the country. He explained that technical colleges ought to be strictly for pupils with an interest in technical education. The minister emphasized that those who want to do science programs should go to regular colleges and continue their programs there, as it was clearly a mistake to have merged both schools. Maman also bemoaned the low enrollment of students in the technical colleges, noting that technical colleges were to teach skills to transform the country. Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Gas, Ekwerikpe Ekpo, says the surest path to national prosperity is the utilization of Nigeria's gas resources by the federal government. Ekpo stated this during his visit to the board and facilities of the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State. Ekpo, who co-chairs the governing council, noted that Nigeria is endowed with vast natural gas resources with approximately 209 trillion cubic feet of proven gas reserves. He stressed the need to harness these resources effectively to drive economic development. Ekpo highlighted President Bola Tinubu's support for the gas sector, with initiatives extending to the entire value chain, including gas development, distribution, and penetration. According to Ekpo, these initiatives were aimed at lowering the cost of living and transportation and positively impacting every part of the country. And now to foreign news. Police have fired tear gas to clear pockets of anti-government demonstrators from the center of Kenya's capital, Nairobi, as the protest movement sought to capitalize on earlier concessions and compel President William Ruto to resign. The march follows weeks of similar pro-reform protests that saw Ruto scrap planned tax hikes and overhaul his cabinet. The youth-led nationwide protests began peacefully in June before turning violent, and more than 50 people have been killed. Shops were shot and streets left deserted after riot police set up roadblocks and threw tear gas canisters to disperse handfuls of protesters across Nairobi's financial district. Reports say at least 3 journalists were wounded as a result of police tear gas shots so close to the venue of the protest. And now sports. Tennis star Rafael Nadal has announced his withdrawal from the 2024 US Open. The 38-year-old Spaniard made the announcement on social media, stating that his next event will be the Lava Cup in Berlin. He appreciated his supporters, expressing optimism to be part of contestants at the next edition. In July, Nadal reached the final of the ATP 250 event in Bastad and made the second round of the Paris Olympics, where he lost to gold medalist Novak Djokovic. Nadal and countryman Carlos Alcaraz reached the quarterfinals in the men's doubles. Nadal will join Alcaraz, Alexander Zverev, Daniil Medvedev, Kaspar Ruud and Stefanos Tsitsipas in Team Europe at the Lava Cup, holding from September 20 to 22. And just before we go, always drive within the specified speed limit. Follow us and like all our various social media platforms. On X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration organized a mentorship seminar for over 1,000 youths on the theme, Agripreneur Strategy for Wealth Creation? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government's website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Government has taken significant strides in the fight against hepatitis, launching comprehensive initiatives to curb the spread of the virus. The federal government has announced plans to review the merger of federal technical colleges and science schools in the country to unbundle them. We also told you that police have fired tear gas to clear pockets of anti-government demonstrators from the center of Kenya's capital, Nairobi, as their protest movement sought to capitalize on earlier concessions and compel President William Ruto to resign. And in sports, tennis star Rafael Nadal has announced his withdrawal from the 2024 US Open. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adiswa Ejoyoka. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good evening.